Namaskar, this is Dr. Sweta Adatia from the Limitless Brain Lab. Very welcome to another episode of this channel. This time I am going to ask you to look at your hands, and I just want you to do different exercises of the hand and see what you feel. I want you to hold like this, what we also call as Hakini Mudra, which is used for concentration. Now, have you ever wondered why do we have these different mudras? Why do we need to join these kind of hands, and how does it influence the mental focus and attention? Let me decipher this entire process for you, and let me tell you in the end a very secret technique by which, just merely sitting at the comforts of your home, you will be able to improve focus, mood, memory, attention, and emotional regulation. So stay tuned until the end, because I am going to take you through this entire phenomena of mudras and its effect on the brain. Now, there is different representation of each of the elements, 5 elements, which is as per the ancient tradition. There is earth, there is water, there is fire, there is ether. All these are represented at different fingers, and as we touch, there is also an energetic connection which is happening. But today we are going to focus on the neuroscience of the various touching of the points at various places in the hand. Now, you will be surprised, and literally when I was a young medical student, when I looked at the representation of the hand in the brain, I was shocked. The hand representation takes 1/3 of the space in the brain. In the cortical homunculus, as you are seeing in the picture, your thumb and lip has the maximum representation. Now, this was not random. This was not an error that your hands had so much of representation in the brain. This was by design. This was for modulation of the brain. There was a mechanism which nature wanted, that with the help of the brain, you are able to control your focus, your mood, your emotional regulation. Now, if you have seen people who are anxious, they try to rub their fingers. Sometimes they also remove their nails. They also bite, because this kind of sensory stimulation calms down their nervous system. Now, you may also have seen that when the people are not able to focus, or they are thinking a deep thinking, they continue to do their hands in various gestures and motions, sometimes accidentally, even without knowing. They are doing the Hakini Mudra. They are also doing this mudra. Every single time there is a change in the hand movement, particularly to induce a state change in the brain. So every single time that you are doing a particular mudra, you are essentially changing the state of your mind. I want you to pause this video and go ahead and do this mudra, where your just index finger is touching the thumb and seeing what is happening in the brain, in the mind. Go ahead and slowly do that for every single finger. I don't want you to just notice what is happening in the brain, but I also want you to focus what is happening in the breath. There will be a change, upper, mid, lower. There will be an immediate shift and change what you will see as you are moving these fingers. Now, also, when you are doing that, I want you to focus very carefully what is happening to your heart rate. Some of the mudras, some of the hand gestures is going to influence your heart rate variability. Now, this heart rate variability, we have discussed in multiple videos that it is a very important element of your health. If you want to be away from stress, if you want to really want your health to be picture perfect, then you do need to have good heart rate variability. As I breathe, my heart should change. As I exhale, my heart should change. This change of heart rate and the respiratory rate is what is called as HRV. A good functioning brain, a good functioning autonomic nervous system, a good functioning body will have amazing and great heart rate variability. So I want you to also notice what is the change which is happening when you are putting this mudra and sitting for dhyana, sitting for meditation, and seeing what is happening. There is also a dhyan mudra, there is a chin mudra, there is vayu mudra, there is agni mudra, different mudras for different effects. There are certain mudras which also influences your autonomic nervous system, which means it activates the sympathetic fight flight or activates the parasympathetic rest and digest. All this is extremely important for state modulation. So if you want to remain happy, healthy every day, having these mudras as a part of your exercise routine is extremely important. Greetings all of you, and I'm super excited to welcome you for one of a kind of a retreat which is going to happen in India. There was a lot of requests for a lot of people from a lot of people across saying that we want the Limitless Brain Retreat to be in India. We listened to that, and thanks to the Limitless Brain Lab, we are going to have it in Lonavala. It is going to happen, mark your calendars, 27, 28 and 29th of November 2026. What will you get? You will get amazing insights about manifestation, meditation, longevity hacks, how to get your brain into the peak performance. What are those secrets? How can you do that? What will you do to make it happen in your life? So many things which will be discussed. It is going to be a 3 days and a 2 nights retreat. We will all be together. Lots and lots of fun, lots of group exercises, group activities, live brain modulation, live experiments, and we will be a part of the family together. Limitless Brain 1 was amazing, 2 was amazing, and I hope to see some of the participants again. So do not delay, because we have some special early bird discount which is until 30th of April 2026. Go ahead and block your seats today. I'm going to see you at the retreat. Link in the bio and link in the description, or just say retreat and we will share you all the details. See you soon, all of you. There is one particular mudra where you also touch this particular end of the little finger, which is very good for ear problems, very good for tinnitus, very good for problems related to hearing. This is a simple mudra and simple exercise which you can do. Now you will see some random videos talking about moving the little finger very effectively just when you close your arms. Is that enough? What kind of an information this can give? Now, yes, every single finger movement is changing the plasticity or the blood circulation and also the neuronal pathways in the brain. So if you are effectively able to do all the movements of the hand, then that means that you have a good brain. The grip strength is directly proportionate to your frontal cortex and memory, and this was shown in a couple of studies where actually if you spend 5 minutes working on your hand grip, it can directly influence your memory. Now, particularly for young children, particularly for young adults and adolescents, it is very important to do these exercises, because finally with small little changes you are able to mentally calm your nervous system, regulate your body's processes, and also the autonomic nervous system. In the 1940s, there was a neurosurgeon named Penfield who had marked out and mapped this entire cortical homunculus which is seen in the image. Now, as you can see, the legs are tiny, but the hands are wide open and big, and particularly the lips are also big with the face. And this was, as I said, the nature's design to make sure that important points in the brain modulation are accessible easily. Now, as per the ancient wisdom, the rishis had put it for various prana. So alignment of various 5 elements and panchaprana required certain of these mudras to be done. If you are an expert in mudra, go ahead and write down in the comment section which mudra is related to what functions. And if you take a step back, each of it will be highly scientific, because now it will be rewiring your autonomic nervous system and rewiring your brain. The gyan mudra has been shown in the EEG studies to activate the concentration and focus. The dhyan mudra has been shown to calm down the nervous system. It has been shown to reduce the levels of cortisol. It has been shown to improve the dopamine. It has been shown to improve serotonin as well. The most studied particular combination has been the Satanama, the fingertips of the thumb touch in various sequences, and this has been shown to increase the metabolism in the brain and also improve the memory centers. And this particular trial suggested that 12 minutes a day of these kind of exercises influences the brain big time. The chin mudra has been shown to be having your open awareness and also releasing the tension in the upper body. These are some of the mudras and its influence which has been published in the modern literature and neuroscience as well. I want you all to practice at least a few of the mudras, and as I had promised, I am going to give you a very simple way to analyze how your brain is functioning. All you need to do is join all the 5 fingers and watch how much is the tension of each of the fingers. There should be, ideally at all circumstances, a uniform tension what is coming. If there is uneven tension, which means that part needs attention. If it is pinky, it's occipital. If it's middle, it's temporal, which means your hearing. If it's central, it is parietal, which means your touch. If it's frontal, it's these index finger and the thumb. So every single brain lobe has characteristic presentation, and you can easily understand what part of the brain is partly functioning at that point in time, at that particular moment, because you may be stressed, then your prefrontal cortex is overactive. You may be visualizing a lot of things or dreaming, your posterior part or your occipital parietal cortex may be active. So depending on what is the state, you will be able to find out. But every single day, spending a few minutes, couple of minutes, just simply touching the finger ends and just doing this exercise of tapping the finger tips is good enough for your brain's processes. So thank you so much for being with us in this very short episode of how do you rewire your brain, because hands have been the most represented in the brain. I want you all to make your children particularly practice these simple techniques, because with simple switches in the hands, good Lord, nature has given us the power to modulate the most important instrument of the body, the brain. And with the brain, you can modulate anything. And at the Limitless Brain Lab, we want health, wealth, and happiness for everybody. Please do like, subscribe, and share, because every single share has been changing the life. You don't even know whose life you will be influencing and changing. And thank you so much for being with us in this journey where we complete 1 year together.